is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol.
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Splendid.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve.
I've got time for a natter if you do.
Something good will come of today. I just know it. I meant for fairer things than this.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Well met, sir. Each new day is a chance to turn a profit.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it up? Brown.
You have my support. Wonder what's going on in town. Might go and see.
What else needs doing?
Now, where was I headed?
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
To the hobgoblin! You have my protection.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Bear in mind that the brood will seek out women with unwavering persistence. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Now,
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
Goblins, Master! I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now. Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Save ourselves. The battle continues. Outstanding. The rhythm has been put to sleep.
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
The work of goblins, mayhap.
Careful now.
Really? What are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless. execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I shan't let you go.
We are to retreat then.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guards. Arisen, are you all right?
Come on, men. Let's
Square this road. It has the means to control hordes. We cannot afford to fall prey to such attacks.
Understood.
I recommend a swift retreat.
Stay with me,
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
shall we see if there's all to be found?
We are under attack!
Attack now, while the ogre is fixed on its favorite prey. See hurry.
Bear in mind that the food will become limited to wave resistance.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies addictive, but not necessarily easy to counter. I cannot assist you at present.
I'll save you. Go where your help is needed. You had best rid yourself of that slime with all due haste.
This road is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
It seems we have to wait down. Might we not use their range to our advantage?
Understood.
Well, I've got quite a thing. This will make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
Forgive me for being wrong.
Our objective is to set it to, then wrench it to the ground. It's certainly worth a try.
Understood.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Quickly, you must regain your footing. Where this goes, it has a key to control the force. We cannot afford to fall prey to such attacks. I miscalculated. Then what do you say, our comrade? Measured distance to observe our foe before you strike. Lashing out at random chances to victory.
I'm safe. Thank you, Risen. Fire's fury shall no aid against this foe. Arisen, are you all right?
my hand.
Let me get that. This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
It is in fate's hands now.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
Careful now. Saurian master. Fire is not the weakness, but its strength.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
This can't be how it ends.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather... We mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be alright.
Not many rumors to be had around here.
Could use a dash of salt.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the... chain of command.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
The rules at your neck.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
I don't tell
But you know, I have to stay a while.
Head on my feet.
I'd fain sell you this home of mine, if you'd be willing to buy it. Only, don't ask me to lower the price any further. 'Tis as generous as I can make it. Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Boards after training.
No one's coming to my rescue.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
Not bearer when you take it as it comes.
All for it, but they cut my teeth in the field.
I call it dull.
Tis quiet about.
Always close the door.
Time to begin.
This town must not need our seat. 'Tis my duty to find them.
This might be worth a read. I sense eyes upon us.
Should my tale entertain you?
Nay, even if it shouldn't.
I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat, the mugger they. Now,
monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful nature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature.
Say, have you been to Harv? Well, if you do visit, you might want... I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, as if that wasn't queer enough. I cannot fathom his obsession.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you,